think about that, huh?
I can yes and amen that. You need to. I'm shocked that I had never heard of this guy. I watched that video the first time and I ugly cried.
What do you think about that, huh?
It's got my wheels turning and
What do you think about that, huh?
That's the Jesus that Mormons believe in. Dallas Jenkins. Is that the Jesus that you presented in this TV series?
What do you think about that, huh?
Phenomenal album, Irons in the Fire, Zae Da Blacksmith.
What do you think about that, huh?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unsolicited, episode 78. I'm your host, Norm the Master's Dog Dunham, a.k.a. the Evangelical Norm. So I was going to do a Master's Dog episode this afternoon, but I only have time to do one podcast today, and it has got to be this one, because I have got to get the review of this album out to y'all now. So, Unsolicited is just that. It is my unsolicited opinion on arts and entertainment as it interacts with the Christian worldview. Books, movies, TV shows, the occasional painting, I guess. I don't know. But mostly music. And to narrow it down even further, Christian hip-hop. Narrow it down even further, Reformed Christian hip-hop. I take the stuff that I listen to and I like and I give it to y'all. All unsolicited for the most part. Some of the stuff I do is solicited. Sometimes I get guys that say, hey, here's my stuff. Will you listen to it and let me know what you think? And in that case, I'm going to give you an honest opinion. Usually if it's something I don't like, I just ignore it. And not going to just drag someone through the mud because I found an album that I could drag through the mud. If you make an album and you ask me about it and I don't like it, I'll give you constructive criticism as much as I can from a spectator viewpoint, from a fan viewpoint. That's all I can do. I'm not a creator. I'm not an artist. I can't spit. I can't do any of what these guys do, but I enjoy it a lot, and so I like to pass that on to y'all. So I do have a couple of things that are, one that I'm going to be doing soon that is basically solicited. A brother hit me up and said, hey, we follow some of the same people on Instagram. Would you check out my stuff? And I said, absolutely, and I like it. So I'm going to do an episode of that coming up. But today we are going to look at, because it is available and it has been for a little over a week, we are going to take a look at Damascus Steel. Damascus Steel. Damascus Steel. Right? So the brothers Grungy Boguez, Zae Da Blacksmith, Doctrynal said, y'all, let's get together. Let's do an album. Let's make a group. And they did it. And I said it before, and I will say it again, and this is the highest compliment you can get from a Utah Jazz fan, because those other three dudes don't exist in my world. These guys are the Stockton Malone Hornacek of CHH. This album is the 1997-98 NBA Finals where Michael Jordan pushed off and the Utah Jazz should have won. Album of the year. If you know, you know, right? Ask the homie John Moore. He'll tell you. He was there. And as far as a Jazz fan, that's the ultimate. I mean, in the rest of the world, your penultimate compliment for a trio would be Jordan, Pippen, Rodman, right? But yeah, those dudes don't exist in my world. There was no part 9 and 10 of The Last Dance. They don't exist. So, but these brothers do, and this album is crazy. Let me just tell you, this album is nuts. Album of the year. I'm telling you, I loved it. I had the pleasure and privilege of being the very first person to get it because Zae needed somebody to help him out when he took the website live, the link live to buy the album, and he needed someone to help to make sure everything worked. And there I was, ready and available to be the first person to drop dime and buy this album. And it is no regrets. No regrets, no regards. Fire album. And I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of it. But here's the deal. You want it. Early release. It's not available anywhere else right now except over at ChristCentricRecords.com. Not ChristCentric.com, which I tried to post earlier, which is the wrong link. ChristCentricRecords.com. I will put the link in the description of the video. Head over there. It's $25. You can get, what you're going to get is the album. You're going to get the instrumentals, which is like a requirement now from the apologist, Will Mendoza. Every album that they released in Christ-Centric, you're getting instrumentals. It's the law. It's the rule. Don't argue. Just get them and love them. They're great. And I listen to them when I go to bed. I'm saying that they put you to sleep, but they're great. Just sick, this stuff. So head over there, ChristCentricRecords.com, pick it up. I always recommend Bandcamp because you can leave a tip, you can pay more, and you can do that here too. You can do that. There's a donate button right below where you can pay a little extra. And like I say, I always encourage that. If you can't, don't. But if you can, if you're someone out there that's got $25 to buy the album and an extra 10 to bless these brothers for what they're doing, do it. Hook it up and get over there and get it. So this is what we're looking at. This is the track list. And this is not the whole track list because you get all the instrumentals for these as well. But in this, you also have a bonus track that is not available anywhere else. It's not going to be streaming. When they drop it on Bandcamp, it's not going to be there. The only place you can get this bonus track is if you buy it through ChristCentricRecords.com. Okay? That's the only place you're going to get it. And that's number 14, Lord Jansport, is that bonus track. So you're going to get, if you get it anywhere else besides where they've got it right now, you're going to get 1 through 13. And you'll probably get the instrumentals too because Will's going to put them in there. He's going to sneak them in there. And somewhere inside of all that is, even though it's Wrath and Grace, is Omri Miles' album that I think it's actually out and available on wrathandgrace.com, but that's another episode we'll talk about. But so here's the track list for this album, and I'm going to play a couple of tracks for you. You probably already heard Switchblade because it's out. The video's out. I did a blind reaction video to that a few days ago. Again, crazy fire song. Zae brings the heat on that, and I just loved it. Some of the wordplay that goes on in there. There's so much. But the beat is sick. Everything is cool on that. Couple of the tracks that I really, really like on here. Every one of them is amazing. Geo the Gift. So here's my thing. And Geo, Zae, anybody who's watching this right now, here's what I need you to do. I'm trying to learn how to speak Spanish. I'm doing Duolingo. 51 days in a row, I've got my streak going on Duolingo, and and I'm so advanced that I am to the point of mi gato es elegante, right? That's Duolingo is hitting it, y'all. But what I've been trying to do is I take all the songs I have in Spanish. So Raíces on Irons in the Fire, Las Perlas here. Resistance is Futile on The Beat Goes On. And then again, Gio's whole album, is it Tres Golpes? I can't remember the name of it. I have to go look. But I know it's Tres something. But I'm taking those and the best I can trying to translate. But if y'all And I'm supposed to be reaching out. I reached out to Stract, and I haven't done it to these other brothers. So here I am, and I'll hit you up on Facebook too. I need to find a place where I can get your lyrics. See, I miss liner notes. Remember back in the day? Remember liner notes? Remember when you bought an album and you took the cover out and in the inside it had all the lyrics and you could read along and stuff like that? If you could see and you weren't an old man like me and need, these things that make your eyes look like huge now. Yes, I'm old. And you would read the lyrics. I want your lyrics, the Spanish songs. That's just a side note. But again, some of the songs I love the most are the songs that I don't understand at all. I don't know what they're saying. But there's just something about the way that they flow. And I don't know, there's just something about Spanish that, I don't know, I love it. So trying to learn it. That's what we're doing. So send me those. But Las Perlas is amazing. Torture. I want to play one of the songs that I really like that caught me at the beginning that I actually went back and listened to 2 or 3 times. It's track number 5, Tragic Ending. So we're going to jump in on that real quick. Catch a little bit of this. And I'm just going to play a snippet of it for you and let you check this out. This is Tragic Ending. Damascus Steel from the homies over at Christ-Centric Records.
You left me stranded with a twisted heart. You left me stranded with a twisted heart.
Yo, that was a long time ago, writing raps and holding Glocks. We was tight, rolled like Newports in the box. How could you long for them days of stashing rocks and dodging cops? I couldn't wait to get away, I'm straight, so Doc, I'd rather not. You left me stranded, I was hopeless, that's what I know. Steady gassing up the bull, but I was broken, Tyson, spinal. My will was bridled on the brink of suicidal. If I was still messing with you, I'd have stayed dead on arrival. You told me it was swagger when I stumbled like a wino. Then I looked a couple numbers up, was humbled by the Bible. I was tired of being lied to. I ain't trying to play no idol. I know that you know what I know, but don't feel the same as I do. I may not know a lot, but I know a little about you. Enough to not commit to whatever you have me bow to. My life was in the past, ain't trying to play no sucker, bro. In fact, before I'm ever back to that, dog, we go knuckle up, cuz
You left me stranded with a twisted heart. You left me stranded with a twisted heart.
All right, so there you go. Just a little taste of Tragic Ending. Just that old school, introduction. I mean, that 70s feel track in there. And so, yeah, just to come in through there. And I mean, literally that song started off and I was like, I don't know, in an episode of Starsky and Hutch or something, or Superfly, watching, this took me back. It took me way back. So, and that's what a lot of this stuff. And the next song, and I'm gonna just get to it. All right, you've heard Switchblade, you've heard this. Rubik's is coming out. There's a track number 7. There's a video coming out in like 2 days, the 21st, I believe. I looked it up. I've got a screenshot of it, but I didn't put it in the queue for the podcast. I believe it said it's in like 42 hours. This video is dropping, so get ready for it. But I gotta take you to the one that just blew my mind. The one that made me stop as I'm listening and actually text. I texted Zae and said, "Yo, Flux Flows. Bruh, this thing is crazy." All right? This is... I don't even know how to describe... I have no words to describe this song other than, yo. There it is. And I'm not even going to play the whole thing for you. I'm not even going to play any of the lyrics. I'm not going to play any bars at all what I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you just the crazy stuff at the end, the mix. And I'm telling you, okay, here's the deal. This is what I'm telling you right now. Is I wish I had been in the room at the time when they sat down and made this album, and the creative meeting for this song. And they're sitting down and they're at the table, and Zae is like, Grungy, man, bro, this beat is sick. I just can't wait to throw down some bars over the top of this beat, man. And oh, dude, just the rhythm, and outdid yourself, brother. Outdid yourself. And Grungy's like, Zae, the bars you got, the wordplay, the lyricism in this song, dude, it is like a whole nother level. And then my man Doctrynal come in, and he says, I got an idea. He come in and he says, listen, Linda, listen. You can't tell me that that's not Doctrynal. That's not little Doctrynal. Come on now. Listen, Linda, listen. I got something for you. All right? We're going to take Adrian from Rocky IV, and we're going to take Fire Marshal Bill, and we're going to put these two together, and it's going to come out like this. That's Flux Flows. Now you got to go buy this album. You got to go buy this album. And you got to listen up to track 10. Come back. Say thank you. And then enjoy the rest of this album. Because that... I'm done. Flux Flows speaks for itself. If you ain't down with that, just unsubscribe. Go listen to Ben Shapiro or whatever. Because that is... Flux Flows has made it to my number one song, favorite song of all time. Yes. I said it. I put it out there. It is there. It took out Resistance is Futile. It took out Unknown God from Ivy Connerly. It took out War Clothes from Ivy Connerly. It took out Anything by Shai Linne. It took out 66 Books and No Compromise from Result. It took out Unga Bunga from Zae Da Blacksmith. All those songs that are my top 10 just dropped. Flux Flows put itself up there. And yeah, I just went full on fanboy. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And you got to go buy this album. That's all there is to it. It is so worth the $25 and anything extra you can throw down as a donation for the ministry and the work that Christ-Centric does. It's well worth it. Do it. As Shia LaBeouf, just do it. Do it. Go buy it. Man, you'll love it. You won't regret it. I'm serious. I cannot be any more real than I am right now. This is my album of the year. And this, I don't think it's made it to my number one album. I still think that's Irons in the Fire, my number one favorite album. But it's up there. It's definitely top 5. But Flux Flows, That's mine. If I do a countdown of my all-time favorite songs, top 25, top whatever, Flux Flows is number one. I promise you. That's my jam. And you may not agree, and you don't have to. This is just me being a fan, telling you again what I like and what I don't like. So, thank you guys for taking the time out to check this out. Go buy the album, like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff on the video here that makes Mr. Algorithm send the video out to more and more people who might want to see it. If you haven't subscribed already, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, get all the stuff that I release here on the Evangelical Norm Network on YouTube, the upcoming Master Dog episodes, the upcoming Unsolicited, the Fifth Seal. Let me tell you, all that stuff that comes out here, you can get it. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. But get this album. I'll say it again. On my soapbox. Don't just stream it. Don't wait for it to come out to stream. Don't wait for it to come out on Bandcamp. Go get it. Go buy it here if you can. Get that bonus track. Get those instrumentals. But buy the album. Support these brothers who are making amazing, phenomenal CHH. Edifying. How did I say that a couple weeks ago? Saint edifying and God glorifying music, and that's what this is. Nothing else but that. Put these three dudes together, and I mean, again, Stockton, Hornacek, Malone, man, right here. You decide who's who. And I'm out. I got to go to bed. I'm exhausted. It has been a long day, but I wanted to get this out to y'all. So thank you once again for taking the time out to listen. Go buy the album, subscribe, do all that stuff. And as always, preach the gospel at all times. Use words. They're necessary. Until next time, Soli Deo Gloria.